After a wild Dillsboro Speedway race last week in Mesquite, Texas, we saw Tampon get his third win in 4 races here in the Amsoil ARCA Series, and he looks to be the guy to beat. But with 4 races to go, can he keep it up, or will someone stop him here tonight at Indianapolis Raceway Park? Is Gainbridge 200. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Racing I7 aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to one of my home race drives of Indianapolis Raceway Park, or IRP for short. And we are set for race number 11 on the season here tonight, and for the Gainbridge 200. 50 laps on tap at a unique short track in Indianapolis, Indiana. Just over 6/10 of a mile, and this track is not like any other short track. It's not the bottom where you want to be, it is the middle to the high side. It's really the second and third lane where you want to be. You do not want to be on that very inside lane, as we saw in the E-Series race last night to Shane off. That's not where you want to be. Of course, this is race number 11 on the season. Only 4 races to go in season 1 of the Amsoil ARCA Series. Been a fantastic season up to this point, and we have to wait and see what happens here tonight for race number 11. Here is how the points shake up. Through 10 races, Tampon has been absolutely cooking in the second half of the season, ever since Christmas basically. He has a 2-point lead over Wedgie Bowman in second. Zane Crawford is in third, 14 points behind. Evan Butt is in fourth, 16 points behind. Taylor Bowles is in fifth, 17 points behind. Those 5 have a really good shot. And then you have Nathan Stapleton in sixth, 29 points behind. Josephine O'Neill in seventh, 30 points behind. Angel Gutierrez in eighth, 32 points behind. Carolina Bradley in ninth, 34 points behind. And then Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samuel starts is 10 points, 44 points behind. And this will be a good day for some of those drivers outside looking in for the championship, because as you can see, Angel Gutierrez and Nick McMillan are both in row number 3. Then Crawford, who had a rough going at Double Bowl, he starts up front. Tampon starts up front in 11th, but O'Neill starts right next to him. But then you have Folkman, Rose, Wright, and Evanberg all behind Tampon. So it's going to be interesting if what ends up happening for the championship here tonight. And it will be the Gainbridge machine of Unable with his second pole on the season. He is on pole for the Gainbridge 200 and alongside as Sean Mullen. One number 2 is Angel Gutierrez and Nathan Ullman. One number 3 is Ronald Kennington and Josh Self. One number 4 is Zane Crawford and Roberto Connor Jr. And one number 5 is Bradley Ream and Andrew Miller. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get these drives rolling off for race number 11 on the season and for the Gainbridge 200. Make sure everyone does roll off, and that is to be the case. 50 laps on tap, just over 25 miles in length, with it being just over 6.6 miles of a short track. And 4 races remain here in the Amsoil ARCA Series for season number 1. It's been a fantastic season so far, and we have 4 races to go. IRP, Chicagoland, Toledo, and New Smyrna to be crowned ourselves a champion down in Florida. Everyone is rolling still, so we are good to go here at IRP. And it will be Aaron Abel and Sharma and lead us to the green flag. 2 hours his struggle season will lead us to the green. 4 races to go in the Amsoil ARCA Series for season number 1. And we have green flag racing at IRP for the Gainbridge 200. Good jump from Aaron Abel and a good jump from Sharman, as she's going to hang on to second spot, as Gutierrez is going to do a little bit of a bump and run side by side for second now between Gutierrez and Mullen the outside lane is going to be pretty helpful to maintain the position, but Gutierrez is going to get to the inside. Meanwhile, here comes Crawford, going to go to the inside of Ronald Kennington. Orman's going to go wide a little bit, and Gutierrez is going to take the second spot away from Sean Mullen. Here comes Ronald Kennington out to the inside of Moulton. Now for the third spot, going to get a little bit antsy early on here at IRP. Crawford's going to run up high a little bit. He's one guy that needs a good one after what happened at Devil's Bowl. Sean Mullen and Angel Gutierrez went a little bit wide. Ronald Kennington's going to dive bomb in turn number 1. I think I saw maybe some skid marks, and I did. It was like Sestry and maybe Mr. Nicholson Dio might have been involved in something. You guys will see that in the whole of the screen. Fantastic stuff right now. Orman making some moves to the inside of Gutierrez, and here comes this number 43. Tampon, the man of the second half of the season, started 11th and already inside the top 10 and about to be inside the top 5 here. And if he does this, no matter what happens, you have a good point to lead, as we don't have a caution, but we do have a battle for the race lead, as Mullen's going to hit the outside wall. Ronald Kennington's going to take the race lead away from Aaron Abel here, as there was skid marks, but no caution still. Moulton's going to go way wide here in 3 and 4. And here comes Tampon for the 5th spot to the inside of Angel Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to lose that spot to not Aaron Abel, to Tampon, who's trying to get his 4th win in 5 races. Absolutely insane. He's gone 3 out of the last 4 and trying to get 4 out of the last 5. Ronald Kennington out front, Aaron Abel in 2nd. Moulton, Orman, Putton, Gutierrez the top 6. And the 43 is going to run a little bit wide. Looks like maybe something happened to Logan Williams and Caleb Rose, not entirely sure. But there was skid marks the second time, this time in turn 3. So stuff's happening all over this short track. And South is going to do a slide job on Angel Gutierrez, and here comes Bradley Wing to the inside now. As things stand, I think clearly Tampon will have the point lead, and Ormond, who came in here and sits in the point standings, he's gonna gain a lot on everyone but Tampon. As things stand right now, he will only gain overall 1 point on Tampon, but he would gain a lot over Folkman, Crawford, Book, and Wolves. Ronald Kennington, 11th in the point standings, 45 points behind. He's had a solid season, 6 top 10s. That's up there with the point of Tampon, but he's not been able to get a single top 5 yet this season. Trying to get that first top 5 and make that first top 5 into a top 10. Well, first top 5 into a win, I should say. Ormond is starting to catch up to Moulton. Ormond's going to get to the inside. Thought about it, but going to think better of it. Moulton got the one on the outside lane. Ormond's going to try to whip the second lane here in 3 and 4. Build up some momentum down into turn number 1. This is still a short track, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to get around somebody, but see what Woman can do here. Gonna get a nice one off turn 2. Maybe a little bumper. I don't know if there was any contact, but side by sides again for this 3rd spot. Martin's gonna keep it for the time being. Great battle between Woman and Martin for the 3rd spot. Pun has broken away from Crawford, South, Gutierrez, and Folkman all right here. And here's the thing, Pun, he might be up front, but he's not really that much ahead of Crawford, Gutierrez, who is 8th in point standings, needs help, but Folkman not that far ahead. So a lot of the drivers in the point standings are having a good one here so far tonight. As Jacob Miller apparently has some damage in the 42. So does 10, so does the 30. As I saw some debris, but I think we are fine. So there's been stuff that has happened, and speaking of stuff that has happened, Enable is losing positions. You got passed by Sean Martin, and he just got passed by Nathan Stapleton. So Abel starting to drop back in that number 2 machine. Of course, he's had a struggling season up to this point. 18th in the point standings, and right now he's gonna have a good one to maybe gain a couple spots in points, but not looking like he has a race winning car at the moment. Started as Abel being in the race lead, and then it's been all Warren Kensington since, trying to get rid of number 1 on the season. Martin's had a terrible season in this 02. I believe she is not last, but 21st in the point standings, so not a good season for this 02. Nathan Stapleton's 3rd, Abel in 4th, Pun in 5th, and watch out, here comes St. Crawford in the number 1 machine. Because he's been consistent all season long. He just had one hiccup last time at Devil's Bowl, where he finished their last minute in Tampa 1, and that's why Crawford went from having a point lead by a couple of points, I believe, to now he enters 14 points behind Zane Crawford, 14 points behind Tampa. So as things stand, Pun would have a 15-point lead over Zane Crawford, but if Crawford can get past Pun, then it would be a 13-point lead. One's a little bit wide in the 02. And Warren Kensington is absolutely pulling away in that 71 machine. Now almost 1.5 second lead here at IRP. And Crawford did get around Tampa, so that's going to be important. Going to gain a point. As Abel not going to hit the wall, I thought he was, but going to keep it straight. As Will Persh has had a struggling season, he's up front. He's going to get past Reggie Fogelman. And Andrew Gutierrez is going to do the same. And this is not good for Reggie Fogelman. Second in the point standings. Was only 2 points behind Tampa, and right now he would only lose 4 more points and be like 6 points behind, and make that 7 points behind. That's gonna get passed by Eric Margot here. Great one for Josephine O'Neill, just outside the top 10. 7th in the point standings. And right now she's gonna finish behind Tampa, but it's still going to help her in the standings, getting the top 10 or being around in the top 10. Pun's going to hit the outside wall and it's going to take out Josephine O'Neill and Reggie Fogelman. Evan Book involved. But oh no. Josephine O'Neill, Evan Book, and Reggie Fogelman all involved. And right when I was saying where Fogelman was not doing too bad, just being around the top 10, and same with O'Neill, and now heartbreak as Evan Book, Josephine O'Neill, 2 Venturi cars, and Reggie Fogelman are all destroyed. And that might have really shook up the point standings now. Because Evan Book was 4th in the standings, and Reggie Fogelman was 2nd in points. And O'Neill was having a great night, just outside the top 10, doing what she needed to do to establish a shot in the last 3 races, being 30 points behind. And now, not too much damage in the 20, but the 15 especially for Evan Book, a lot of damage on that front end of the 15. Is he gonna be done for the night? I don't think he will, with it being a short track, they can just take off to, yep, that's exactly what they're gonna do. So first caution of the night, just past the halfway point. We've had some incidents happen, but no cautions until now. First one of the night, past halfway in the Gainbridge 200, and let's go ahead and see what happens. Bring out the first caution of race number 11. Well, here we go. This driver, Evan Burke, just got past Reggie Fogman here in 3 and 4, and then in 1 and 2, Fogman tracking right back around Evan Burke for this, I believe, the 10th position. Did a slide job on a short track, basically, and then Fogman went way wide, and then you see the two teammates of Evan Burke and Josephine O'Neill, they go sideways, and then Fogman, he ran a little bit too wide into the outside wall, and then into Evan Burke, and O'Neill just gets clipped in the 20 machine, a big hit into the inside wall for Fogman right there, and then where does Fogman, oh, that's what happens, Evan Burke gets into his own teammate of Josephine O'Neill, and that's where he has his hood damage. I think this might just be a 3-car incident here at IRP, and it looks like that is the case. Just the 20, the 23, and the 15. Everyone else will miss this crash. Of course, things did happen. I'm in the back, but you guys will see that in the corner of the screen at this point. But a unfortunate crash here at IRP with Josephine O'Neill, Evan Burke, and Reggie Folkman. 3 out of the top 7 in points involved in the first crash of the night. Here we go, full speed, and as you can see, Folkman, he tried getting that position back, tried doing a slide job, and he just hit the outside wall and nowhere to go for Burke, and absolutely nowhere to go for Josephine O'Neill. Got clipped, and a little bit of right rear damage potentially on that 20 machine, and a lot of damage to Evan Burke. Not entirely sure of how much damage Folkman will have. He might have a little blend and a little rear end damage, but not too bad for that number 23. But definitely not the way that those two drivers wanted the night to have happen. They were all battling for the 10th position, and then they all got taken out. 3 out of the top 7 points all involved in the first caution of the night, and not what that's not what Ronald Kennington wanted to see, as his 1.5 second lead is now gone, and we have a reset here in the second half of the Gainbridge 200. Can Kennington hang on for win number 1 on the season? Let's find out right now here on the restart. Welcome back to IRP for race number 11 on the season for the Gainbridge 200. We will go back with just 20 laps to go here in this one, and it will be Ronald Kennington out front, Sherman in second, Nathan Ullman third, Aaron Abel in fourth, Zane Crawford in fifth, Tampon in fifth, Skylar Taylor in sixth, Parrish, Gutierrez, Weem, and Jacob Miller rounds out the top 10. And everyone is on the racetrack still, and Evan Burke is on the racetrack with no hood, and it will be 20 laps to go here for Kennington, Martin, and Ullman, the top 3. Who will win the Gainbridge 200? Let's find out on the restart with 20 laps to go. And we are back green. The 71 with a great restart on the 02. And here comes the Gainbridge machine of Aaron Abel to the inside of Ullman, trying to take the third spot away. Who knows, might have to watch out for this Gainbridge machine still, trying to win the Gainbridge 200. Abel trying to take third away. Ullman runs a little bit wide, and he's going to keep the third spot for now on Aaron Abel. Crawford's going to go a little bit wide here in 1 and 2. That's going to allow Pond to get to the inside. Side by side for the 5th position between the 1st and 3rd in points. Skylar Taylor right behind them. And the way that things stand, Pond will definitely be the point leader still. And I think Crawford will be second in the point standings. Now if he does this though, into outside wall, Taylor is gonna be in pain with the point leader. And now Crawford and Pullen on the outside here at IRP. Marlon trying to close in to the back bumper of Ronald Kennington. And things are going to calm down from now between these two. First and third in the standings, and it will still be now a 15-point lead over these two. Pullen and Crawford here 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Evan Book, of course, he was involved in that crash. He's in the back. Reggie Fogelman was involved. He's in the back. And we got a caution. Second caution of the night. And it's Josephine O'Neill again. Logan Williams. Roberto Clown Jr. Evan Book again. Josh South. And it was a big one. Watch out, Caroline Bradley. And it was a multi-car incident in 1 and 2. Well, that's definitely not going to help Josephine O'Neill's chances at the championship now. Same with Evan Book. That might just wipe Book's championship out the window now in the 15 machine. And Roberto Clown Jr.'s terrible season continues, last in the point standings. And I think he just wants to forget about this ARCA Series and focus on the truck series, driving for Tricon. And been an interesting night here tonight. Have 4 crashes, second caution of the night. And let's go ahead and see what happened for caution number 2 here in the Gainbridge 200. Here we go, battle for 12th between Sestry and Roberto Clown Jr. is the cause for this one, and Clown Jr. just ran up too high in 3 and 4 into the outside wall. And this is what happens sometimes here at IRP. We've seen it a couple times, but unfortunately this one causes a caution and off of turn 4. Nowhere to go for Jacob Miller, and he just turns for both Clown Jr. here. They were gonna be fine, I think, but Clown Jr. turns. Clown Jr. gets turned by Jacob Miller, and he ends up having no damage whatsoever. Clown Jr. he kept it off the inside wall, but ran up the racetrack, nowhere to go. Barely misses Fogelman, but a huge hit for Evan Book, Josephine O'Neill, and Logan Williams, and he's actually going to go upside down at IRP. And Josh South also involved. 5 cars involved in this one. Technically 6 if you want to count the 42, but what a huge hit between Evan Book and then Roberto Clown Jr. as he's going to go upside down at IRP. I was not expecting that here tonight, but Clown's terrible season continues here, unfortunately, for the second caution of the night. Here we go, following along with Clown Jr. at full speed. He just gets into the outside wall here in 3 and 4. And he was gonna keep it out of the way for everyone, but Jacob Miller just turned him. And then a huge hit for Evan Book. Upside down. That is much more violent at full speed. Clown Jr., Book, O'Neill, Logan Williams, and Josh South all involved in this one. Book and O'Neill with the second crash of the night. Not a good night for those Venturi drivers, and an unfortunate night as those two of the two Venturi drivers had a real shot at the championship still entering this one, but now it's going to be a tough one with 3 races to go after tonight. But Ronald Kennington having a good night here tonight. He's led the majority of this one, trying to win number 1 on the season. Can he get the job done and hang on to it for another restart? Let's find out here at IRP. Welcome back to Indianapolis Raceway Park. We will go back going with 10 laps to go here in the Gainbridge 200. And South, O'Neill, Clown Jr., Burke, and Logan Williams are all obviously out of this race now, with being involved in the second caution of the night. Can Nathan hang on to it to get the first win on the season, or will Shaman steal it, or will Orman get win number 2? Back green with 10 laps to go in the Gainbridge 200. And Will Parrish back there to the inside of Zane Crawford. That's not going to be good for Crawford and for his championship, as Martin not going to get to the inside. Martin's had a bad season trying to get a win here at IRP, as Crawford's going to lose in more positions, as Gutierrez is going to get to the inside. Great one for Gutierrez here tonight, as Taylor's going to get to the inside of Abel, as Orman almost turned Charman there for the third spot, but for the second spot. Pollen's going to get to the inside of Abel. I don't think Pollen's going to get 4 wins in the last 5, but he might be able to get another top 10 here. Orman to the inside of Sean Martinez. Martin's going to tap the outside wall, try to Lawson lane in the 1 and 2, but not going to work out for her. Orman up to the second spot. Here comes Taylor to the inside, and she's going to battle for this third spot now. Orman trying to get win number 2 on the year. Kennington trying to get his first. Taylor and Martin side by side. Taylor's gonna get him. Look at Tampon. Oh my goodness, what a move that was. He's not gonna win, but he's gonna make the rest of the field pay for letting him having a good one here tonight. Up to the 4th spot now for Tampon. Will Parrish, though, having a fantastic one. He's gonna try to take 5th away from Charman. Angel Gutierrez, he's gonna have a good one tonight. He might have a shot at the championship leaving here, but he's gonna have to finish ahead of Tampon at least once or twice in the final 3 races. And Zane Crawford is gonna lose some positions. How about Caleb Bowles just outside the top 10? Good bounce back for Bowles. He came he was 17 points behind, so gonna not lose too much ground compared to everyone else, but Tampa's gonna gain on everyone basically leaving here tonight, besides maybe Nathan Orman. 3 laps to go at the line though. It has been a dominating performance from Ronald Kennington ever since, I want to say, about lap 8, lap 10, and Kennington is looking to get win number 1 on the season, and he came in 11th in points, 45 points behind. He has a long shot at this championship, but he's been consistent. 6 top 10s, that's as many top 10s as Tampa, and looks like he's gonna make it 7, and he's trying to get his first win and his first top 5 here in this season. Pollen's actually losing some positions now. Got passed by Will Parrish and Shaman, so starting to draw back late here, as it might be interesting of who will be second in the points standings leaving here tonight. But final lap is out for Ronald Kennington, and it's number 17. Of course, Bradley Ween won at Daytona to kick off the season for DGR Quasley, or for DGR, David Gillen Racing. And the only team with these 4 Mustangs, everyone else with 4s just after 4th reason. Ronald Kennington will win the Gainbridge 200 at IRP. Gets his first win on the season, and I could be wrong, but maybe that might be his first win as a driver on the channel. It might be. So good job for this 71 team. Orman in 2nd, Taylor 3rd. Will Parrish is going to get 4th. Great one for him. He has a lot of speed, but not gotten the results that he probably deserved this season. Sean Martin in 5th. Angel Gutierrez in 6th. Tampon in 7th. Kyler Suswai in 8th. And Abel in 9th. And Caleb Bowles rounds out the top 10. Steals the top 10 away from Zane Crawford late. Same deal with Saul 1 in 12th. Andy Miller in 13th, Matt Stapleton 14th, Wing 15th, Jacob Miller in 16th, Folkman in 17th, and then Caroline Bradley in 18th, and Beal in 19th. So, Wolf and I police guys towards the back half of the field, but to tell you what, O'Neal and both mine had a rough night, but other than that, Woman quickly won. He was 6 points, and he's gonna make up some ground. Gutierrez is gonna make up some ground. Abel's not gonna, Wolves is not gonna lose too much ground, and neither is Crawford. And Folkman, he's gonna take a hit though. He was 2 points behind, and now he's gonna be, I believe, 12 points behind of Tampon at least. So I think it's gonna be Tampon's gonna have about a 12, 13 point lead, but then second through 6, I think, might be really close. So the main scene what ends up happening at Chicagoland. We got 3 races to go here in the Amsoil ARCA Series. Chicagoland, Toledo, and New Smyrna are left on the schedule, and this title's gonna come down to the wire. Not unless Tampa has something to say about it, but they are going to the craziest mile half of the season, and only the third mile half of the season at Chicagoland, and that's gonna be a wild one here for the Amsoil ARCA Series. Congratulations to Washington on getting the race victory here at IRP, and coming out next are the points after race 11 on the season, and the 3 races to go in the Amsoil ARCA Series. I'm Nathan Stapleton, Nathan Stapleton, and I will see you guys next week at Chicagoland and Phoenix. Phoenix for the West, and Chicagoland for the main ARCA. Bye!